Welcome back to Last of Us. We're finally done with the winter section, more or less.
More or
You
less.
say while there's tons of snow.
We're playing as Joel again, which means the part of the winter section that is
It's fun to
actually
play.
hard is over.
Yeah.
Okay, we got all our shit back, got our hatchet at the go, and our one of many guns sticking out of our backpack.
Ooh, an arrow.
We in fact have two guns sticking out of our backpack. The shotgun and the rifle.
Hoo-ah. And I'm holding the revolver.
We're actually using it as a makeshift jetpack.
Now,
Rocket jump everywhere.
it's like I have to wonder what's going through Joel's head as he hears this. Where there are alarms going throughout the whole town, and the people patrolling around are like shouting at each other about how this kid is deadly and we can't take chances. Is he just gonna think, "That's my girl," or what?
I'm so proud of her. She's a real sociopath, just like me.
He's got a whole town of bandit cannibals running scared.
So I feel the need to ask this again because of the technical issues we had with the last part, but The Last of Us movie. Are any of us really looking forward to it?
I'm waiting to see the first production stills and stuff. Honestly, it's very story heavy as it is, so I don't see the point.
I'm looking forward to it just simply because it doesn't seem like an easy movie to screw up. So, I want to see how they do it, how the casting works and all of that.
Well, they're
Well,
already
as
getting
far
Maisie Williams for Ellen Page. Getting for
Ellie.
Ellie. Thank you. They're so easy to confuse.
To be honest, though, as far as Last of Us movies are concerned, I would have liked to see them go the route where the movies were completely different stories that were canon to the universe, rather than just an adaptation of the same story that we already have.
Well, that
Nah,
wouldn't sell tickets.
Yeah, that's exactly that wouldn't sell anything. If you're gonna make a Last of Us adaptation, everyone's expecting Joel and Ellie.
Well, I think Troy Baker could still pull off live action Joel.
I would have to, I barely see pictures of Troy Baker.
Well, I mean, they'd have to put some makeup on to make him look older, but...
obviously.
I mean, he did all the mocap for Joel and all the voice work, so...
Yeah, that is a good point. Then again, voice acting and acting in a movie aren't exactly the same thing, though.
Pretty close when you got a mocap.
Yeah.
That's somewhat true, but not completely true.
No, the environments are artificial.
Yeah,
that's the one thing you gotta deal about.
Even if you're mocapping and voice acting at the same time, it still covers up any slips that you make as far as facial expressions and.
No, they were tracking his facial expressions while they were doing it, so they can map it onto him.
Yeah, but they can still fix that as they work.
Yeah.
Digitally alter or whatever. It's like auto-tuning, really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're good enough to put in a performance like this, I'm pretty sure you could do it in live action as well.
Troy Baker, he would need to bulk himself up for the role. He's not as burly as Joel.
Well, no, I'm not saying you wouldn't need some work, but I
Yeah.
think he could.
Ew. Well, that's kind of macabre when you think about it. Oh, the meat locker. Wonderful.
Oh, Christ.
Where do they get all these people for eating?
Well, I'm assuming they're also hunting deer and stuff.
Well, yeah, but they had 3 people just dangling from the ceiling there.
Passerbys?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
Ellie.
And of course, the moment we see that the lodge is on fire, we switch back to Ellie for what can best be described as a softcore heavy rain sequence, because this is basically a cutscene.
What do you mean by softcore heavy rain? Do you mean
I mean, it doesn't really have any complicated QTEs to them. It's just sort of a cutscene that you make go by pushing things.
Louis the Caveman.
Have I mentioned I'm the king of describing things, like, eloquently and concisely and stuff?
There you go, that's what I was like.
It's okay to give up.
Yeah, that's what we call rage quitting.
Ain't no shame.
The best part is...
Okay,
he
I'm
gave
just
up
expecting
now.
him to pick up the knife right now.
That was
I'm
what
just
I was
like, oh, you're
expecting,
looking
but-
for this? Yoink.
That was what I was expecting, but you have to remember that that old wholesome cannibal dude up there can't see the shine.
Yeah.
Was that only for playable characters?
Yes.
Okay, now this just makes everything an awful lot more uncomfortable.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Is it possible to fuck that scene up?
Well, you can not hit the button and press and die, but
So she's basically slicing the shit out of his face, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gruesome.
Okay, it's me. It's me. It's me. Look. It's me.
Well, you recovered quick.
Oh, baby girl.
But this, you know, she's not your average normal 14-year-old girl.
Oh no, I'm talking about Joel. It's like I recovered rather quick.
Well, he knew he had a playable section coming up, so we did weeks of healing all in like 30 seconds, so that he could, do
Yeah.
stuff.
You see, that's the trick the developers played on this. We took a fucking long ass time to recover from that piercing wound because we couldn't apply the bandage around it. But
Oh yeah, because it wasn't a gameplay section.
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
all
a gameplay
cutscenes.
section. It was all cutscenes, and we all know
Well,
how
I-
that works.
Oh yeah.
Cutscene power activate.
Well, to be
The-
technical, Joel actually did most of his healing between that cutscene and this one. But, yeah, fast forward to the spring, the final section of the game. It's green again.
Yay.
And they're in Salt Lake City.
Ellie!
Where are all the Mormons?
Did you hear me?
No. What?
Look.
How do we know which hospital in Salt Lake City are we supposed to be going to?
Well, we could go to Reno, guys.
Feel that breeze, huh?
Oh, dude, could you be any southerner?
Get away my section. Now, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh?
Now,
Oh
Just-
God,
just-
what did I do?
just because of the last transition, you might think she's quiet because of what happened during the winter, and then you remember that was probably months ago now.
Well, no, she's still pretty traumatized from it.
Mm-hmm. But as we go through this section, Joel is going to remark that that Ellie is particularly quiet today, and it's just because they're getting so close to their goal, mainly.
Yeah.
Such a cute family. I'll be taking this, I'll be taking this, I'll be taking this, and I'll be taking this.
For the record,
Well-
we won't have to worry about playing as Ellie ever again.
Well, at least in the story mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there's Left Behind, but in that instance, I would attach sarcastic air quotes to playing.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's still gameplay sections.
3 humans and then run
So,
like hell from zombies
been
at
playing
the
for a
very
while,
end.
and
Okay,
everyone's
I'm confused. How could she really have a
planes going
dream
up.
about an airplane if she's
So
never
I walked to the cockpit.
like been on one?
No, she knows what they are.
Well, yeah, you can know what
She
they
knows
are,
what they
but I
are,
doubt-
yeah, and she's probably and you know she reads comics and books and stuff, so she's probably seen pictures of what the inside of a plane looks like.
Before we crash.
Oh, okay. She even remarks on it herself. Okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Dreams are weird.
Uh,
I'll
yeah.
let that one slide.
And you know we've been picking up comic books for her the entire time, so one of them might have had
Yeah.
something in an airplane.
You'd be surprised what sticks into your subconscious. You know, because more often than not, what you're dreaming is something you have seen at least one time visually. You just don't remember it.
I mean, Ted, do you know what the inside of a yacht looks like?
Yeah, I do because there was
Have
a
you-
Law and Order episode once.
Have you ever been in it yet?
No.
Well, there you go.
Well, they don't really have Law and Order reruns on in the post-apocalypse now, do they?
Well, you don't know that. They might have them inside the zone.
USA is still running.
Keep on pressing on, USA.
Look at that.
Excellent.
Another city. Another abandoned
Well, this
quarry.
sure looks like Salt Lake City. It looks like everything was buried in salt and water, and then everything evaporated, and the salt just left a coat of saltiness on top of everything.
Seriously, where are all the Mormons?
On the other hand, the name could just sort of be a statement about how bad they are at losing at fighting games.
Sorry, that was a slow burner.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna spend a lot of time in this
Maybe we
section
cut
just
through
sort
here,
of
huh?
passing through without anything really happening. Because there aren't bandits in Salt Lake City, no. We have to wait until we run into an infected group. And The Last of Us is not really the sort of zombie game that just throws zombies at you for the sake of having a zombie in your path. Sometimes you'll go a long stretch through an area without running into anything.
Well, we also just got through a very tense section of very limited resources, so
Yeah.
this is a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
This is a movie theater? Or...
No, this is the
Everything
bus
all right?
station, I think.
Oh.
Fine.
You just kind of seem extra quiet today.
A bench made of bricks. Now that is
No,
classy.
They're fake.
It's fine.
Look at all the materials I could use. Just starts breaking the bench apart and taking them with him.
Note to wife.
I love you, wife.
Well, how are you supposed to have a clue? I mean, that's not something you really get angry about.
You've seen enough horror movies to know where this is going.
Okay. A low ledge that's too high to get up to on our own. It's pretty obvious what we're supposed to do here. Where's that triangle prompt?
Where's that jetpack?
Where's that grappling hook?
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right?
No, what Joel needs to do is he needs to pull a cave story and take his gun and shoot it downwards until he can go upward.
You know, every time I see one of those graded gates in a zombie game, I think of the original Resident Evil 2 and what that was supposed to be like.
We could use that ladder.
And I'm not sure why that image stuck with me, but it did.
Here we go.
Come on, Ellie, we had a gameplay
Ellie?
prompt. Ellie. Ellie, when I
Ellie?
do this, when I put my hands like that, that means jump up there and shit. Come on.
Well,
Get on your game.
She's a $6 million girl.
Yeah.
Now, at first, I kind of thought when Ellie went quiet, it was because she knew that they were probably going to have to slice her head open and extract her brains. But no, she actually doesn't have any clue about that yet.
Spoilers, man.
Oh, come on. She has a fungus growing in her brain, and we're trying to extract an immunity to a brain fungus. What did you think was going to happen when you got to the laboratory?
Oh my god.
Ellie, you could have put the ladder down correctly.
We weren't going to sweet talk the fungus out of coming out of the head.
Alright, and then she's been subdued and quiet this whole time, and now she's suddenly excited by something. What is that something?
Of course they play the pronoun game.
What the hell is
Is it a mariachi band? Oh.
Are you kidding me?
It is not a
Smash
Mariachi.
5 finally have a release date.
In the post-apocalypse.
No, the release date was the day after the apocalypse was supposed to start.
God
God
damn.
damn it.
That would piss me off. That would make me a bandit.
Oh, but of course,
Start an epic journey all the way to Japan to down Sakurai.
The zoo's opened, and I take it giraffes are a bit too long-necked to get caught in any fungus clouds.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here.
That is a very pretty and prettily animated giraffe. But I'm getting Jurassic Park flashbacks here.
Yeah, I was just about to sing the theme song, actually.
And then the giraffe sneezes on you and covers you in a thick coat of slime.
Here, come on.
Not
some
so
sort of
cute now, is it?
Kiddo.
I think it's some sort of subliminal Toys R Us advertisement that wants me to go to the nearest Toys R Us and buy more Last of Us merchandise.
The last.
Last of Us, the board game.
Last of Us, the amiibo figures.
Are there any good figures of Last of Us characters?
Probably ones you can buy at a convention that cost an assload of money.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
I was already playing the track back in my head.
Is that the Naughty Dog logo on our shirt?
Everything you're
Yeah.
looking for?
Okay.
A Blue's Clue.
Blue's Clue.
Blue's Clues with claws.
It's got its
You can't have
Now you
claws
just
in
have
any
Steve
children's
Steve
show.
and Blue walking around the post-apocalyptic.
Still looking for that final clue.
No, every time you find a letter, mail time, mail time, mail time, mail.
Shut up! You're gonna give us away all our occasion, goddammit! There are bandits all over the fucking place.
Here's the mail. It never.
Mailbox. No.